Hello, this is Doug Darrell, and I'm coming to you from Landenberg, Pennsylvania, in the US, and I'm going to be going through a practical example of using a compressor in a musical context. And the musical context here will be one of my own tracks, sort of up-tempo blues tune. And I apologize if it seems a bit unoriginal, because just like in the video lesson, I'm working on bass and I'm using the same plugin, but something that has always bedeviled me is the wonkiness of the dynamics of my own bass playing. So this is very useful to me. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here we have the graphical interface of the plugin with our compressor section here, our gate section here, and the various other readings. Now, I've already set the gate to where I need it. I'm not going to talk too much about that. Basically, that just helps with the situation where the noise comes up as you apply more compression and makeup gain. Let's listen to the whole mix with bass, drums, and organ. Yeah, right there. That's one of those spots that always concerns me. So that's the sort of thing we're trying to correct for here. So what I want to do is set my threshold to be where most of the notes peak at or above. So I'm going to solo the bass. Okay. Looks like I've got it to a point where most notes are north of that line. Now let's take a look at compression ratio, which of course is the proportion at which the correction will act upon the signal once it's above the threshold. I'm just going to set that to a fairly aggressive 5 and change to 1. Looking at the attack and release, these are just the default numbers once you fire up the plugin. So let's see what it just sounds like with those. I'm going to throw some makeup gain into it so it's back up to right about the peaks of the unaffected signal. We can see over here, this is the affected signal, and the peaks are roughly even with this. Okay, starting it over. Let's see, I'm going to add a little bit more attack to get that finger pop in the beginning of the notes. Just adds a little bit more punch. And the release, you can set the release based upon the tempo of the song. Sometimes you'll want to line it up so that when it does release, it's in rhythm with the tune. Or in this case, I just want to make it more musical. So I want the effect to release before it gets to one of the quiet bits. So let's watch the trace. Yeah, I'm kind of actually digging where it is at 100 milliseconds. I mean, we can decrease it to see what effect that has, but see, it's snapping back up to that line quicker. But if we look at the waveform, we can see that it's not as even. And an even bass line is what I'm going for, so I'm going to just set that back up to 100 milliseconds. I don't think I want to set it any higher than that. Okay, so let's see what it sounds like in the whole mix. I think I like that a lot better. The quiet parts don't seem quite as wimpy as they did before, and it's a much more solid foundation. So thanks a lot for watching and listening, and I'll see you online.